Shalom Avracha, good morning, Achenu B'nai Yisrael. Hoping that everyone's doing well, feeling well. Baruch Haniyas Uvegashmiyas. Double Parsha this week. Have to catch up to Eretz Yisrael, Chukas Balak. So let's fast forward to the end of Parshas Balak with Siyata D'Shmaya. Let's turn to the unfortunate, indeed the tragic story of Vayeshev Yisrael Bashit Vayochalam Liznos El Benos Moav, the beginning of Parshas at the close of Parshas Balak. So what happens? We have Cosby and Zimri engaged in an illicit act of Gili Arayas. So what takes place? The pasuk right before Mafti reads as follows: V'hinei Ishmi b'nei Yisrael bo vayakriv el Echov es hamidjanis le'enei Moshe le'enei kol adas b'nei Yisrael v'heima bochem pesach ol moed. Everybody is crying. They see what's going on. Cosby, Zimri, Zimri ben Solo Anosi. And look at the Mises Nus. What's going to be? So why exactly are they crying? Rashi says as follows: Hema bochem nesavimenu alocha of kolabol arabis kanagim pogimbo. Moshe Rabbeinu forgot that the alocha, the Sigurds on entrance Pebezim and Aleph. So go kulam amchia. They all started to cry. That's why they're crying. Let's take a look at a Targum Yonos and Zeal. Fascinating Targum Yonos. Let's keep in mind the Gemara in the beginning of Megillah. These are mamish rose soni haTorah. So writes the Targum Yonos and Zeal as follows. Has a long arichas about what exactly took place. Zimri comes in front of Moshe Rabbeinu and says, "What, you telling me I can't go ahead and be with this woman? What about you? What about you? Whoever told you that you could go ahead and marry the Midyanis? Bas Yisro from Kohen Midyan, who told you that you can marry Tzipora?" So what happens? Moshe Rabbeinu gets angry, writes the Tanyanas of Nazil. V'kadi shama Moshe rosach v'ishtali. When Moshe heard the time of Zimri ben Solo, he got angry at Zimri v'ishtali and he forgot the halacha. Because what? When a person gets angry, kol kois chachmoso, mistalekes mimeno. Parenthetically, Rechai Shulav, it's the Mir Rosh Hashiva. Writes in the Sichas Musa, it's not the pshat that Moshe got an onesh. When we have a chazal that kol kois chachmoso mistalekes mimeno, it's the pshat, as the very terminology clearly indicates. It's not that Eibishter is punishing you. You got angry, you did a chait and outflow, I'm going to take away your chachma. It's that the only way you can go ahead and ever absorb and contain chachma is by making yourself the appropriate klei kibul to go and be a worthy recipient, a kli machzik Torah, kli machzik chachma. Mamela, if you destroy, if there are cracks in the vase, then the vase can no longer go in and contain the water, and mamela, it begins to seep out. If a person gets angry, Zokta Chaim Shalom, it says not the pshat Eibishter is to punish you. It's that now in Mela, it's going to see about Chaim Yaakov in the beginning of Sharei Kedusha and Alabay. So why is the Torah now writing about midos? Because that is the yesod, the foundation. Don't treat midos like the Ramach Mitzvah Saseh and the midos Ros like the Shasa Mitzvahs Lo Saseh. What this is the basis, the yesod, the solid bedrock, the pedestal upon which the vase of the Torah rests, is that yesod, the foundation of the midas tovas. Without the midas tovas, the chokhmah memela is mistalekes. So Moshe Rabbeinu gets angry. What happens? And then he forgets. Moshe Rabbeinu forgets the halacha. And then what happens? Vein bachyin. So they start to cry. V'karyan shma. And they read Kriya Shema. And then they stand all moed. So let's just take a look at the translation of Lashon HaKodesh from Aramis into Lashon HaKodesh in the Sefer Yein Atov. What happens? Zimri comes before Moshe Rabbeinu and says, "Hello, Eytan, Assassin, Midyanis, Bas Yisro. Kasher Shema Moshe Rogas." Moshe Rabbeinu got angry. V'shochach, and he forgot the halacha. V'heima bochim, and they started to cry. V'korid Shema. So what do? They read Kriya Shema. Avona Pesach. What's pshat? What's going on over there? They read Kriya Shema. What's shaychus Kriya Shema now? Here you have Zimri ben Solo. Moshe Rabbeinu gets angry. They start to cry. Why do they start to cry? Moshe Rabbeinu, man, he got Yisrael. And he forgot the halacha. Look what's taking place over here. What's going to be with Klai, so we can understand? As Rashi the Pshuto Shemikoni Ba, we can understand the tears, the Bechia, the Demos. But Kriya Shema, Amanyan Shmita Eitzel Sinai. Why in the world would they be reciting Kriya Shema? Sigavaldi Gahara the Sefer Erke Yoshua. Rabbi Shua Heschel Rabinowitz, quoting his son Rav Gedalia Aaron. Rav Gedalia Aaron, listen to this from Erke Yoshua, brought in the Shololo Yechsar, the end of Parshas Balak. We have a Gemara in Brochas Daf Hey and Aleph. State in the Gemara. That the Olam Yargez Odom Yitzhar Tov Yitzhara. The pasuk says, and Tehillim Adal Rigzav Yaltachato Imru Bavavcham Mishkacham and Doasela. State in Chazal in the name of Reish Lakish, the Olam Yargez Odom Yitzhar Tov Yitzhara. And you got to battle the Yitzhar Tov, the good, against the evil inclination. And now it's Chamutav, if you emerge victorious, Gabaldiv Yimlav Yasik B'Taira. If that doesn't work, you're trying to battle them one against the next, and you don't allow the Yitzhar Tov to win out. No problem. What do? You go to the Torah. After all, Kedushin Aflam and Base, Amarasi Yitzhahor, Barasi the Torah Taflin. Simnot Chamutov, if you emerge the victor, Givaldig, if not, Yasik B'Taira. Amnot Chamutav, Imlav, then Yikor Kriya Shema. Amnot Chamutav, Imlav, Yaskolo Yamamisa. Then what? I always have the default. What's the default option? Always remember the Yamamisa, Fretos, Sam Sefer, and so many others. If that's the one that always works, it's inevitable. So why beat around the bush? Go right to it. Yaskolo Yamamisa. As like this, Sam Sefer. No, what often can happen? That can lead, it can be gorim atzvus. It can cause a person to get depressed. When a person's depressed, he doesn't learn, he doesn't accomplish. All throughout the Chasidus is from the greatest Yitzhahar atzvus. He puts you into a state of despair, of yeyish, and melancholy, and avadar, and nachman, and the kutei maradi, altis yad. That's what brings people down. You got to stay positive. You got to be optimistic. We don't want you thinking about the Yomamisa Avada. You have to know. At the end of the day, Lana Taholech, you have to have a stack of Mashal Shadvarim. Avadi, you have to know these things. But Yaskal Mamisa, if you're going to do that every time you have a battle against Eitzahara, and you're going to be thinking death all the time, it's going to make you Meshuggah. So that indeed is the default option. But what's the first thing to go to? You battle them out, that doesn't work, the Yasik B'Torah. You go to the Torah. If that doesn't work, then how do you stop? How you Monea? How do you prevent the Ma'isa Feiner? Yadei Kriya Shema, Sazok Erki Yeshua, quoting his son Regadal Yaron. Over here they see a Ma'asev Gili Arias. What's happening? As Zimri Mansolo, Cosby, someone's got to stop it. Look at the Yetzirah. Look at what's happening. Look at Znus. Look at what's taking place right now with Benos Midjan. Who's going to stop all these Ma'asev Eiros? Who's going to stop and prevent the Gili Arias? I go to Moshe Rabbeinu. What happens? Moshe Rabbeinu gets angry at Zimri. And then what happens? Vishtali Yishtakach, he forgets his learning. Amelev, Moshe Rabbeinu forgot his learning. And then we can't go to Yasik B'Taira. If that doesn't work, then one Yasik B'Taira. Everybody, let's engage in learning. But the problem is, Moshe Rabbeinu started forgetting his learning. If he forgot his learning, what are we going to do to prevent the Aveira of Moshe Rabbeinu? Who's the God of a Torah? Who's the one who gave us the Torah? And if he's forgetting his learning, how are we going to battle the Yitzhara? And what do? Is Schiluheim Bochem V'Yomrim Kriya Shema. Amelu, we have to say Kriya Shema. And that's the only way to stop the Avera right now. We see that so many Shevet Shimon 20,000. Look how many people are falling to the seduction, the lure of the Benos Midjan. What's going to do with the Torah? But now there's the Shtikul Pagam Moshe Rabbeinu and Sami Menu Alachas and Etchen Pebeis. Then there's only one last resort. What's the next thing in line? Hayikra Kriya Shema. His Schiluheim Koran Kriya Shema. And they all start to say Kriya Shema. Givaldi. Abaisa, maybe we could just add in a Chanami, that Kayach is what? What is Kriya Shema? Kriya Shema, the Yesod of our Emunah. Perhaps another idea in saying Kriya Shema. Who is the one who gave us Kriya Shema? Who's the one who introduced the very gift of Kriya Shema to the ganze Welt? State in Medrash, Rabbi and Bereshis, the Yaakov was the one who gave us the gift. After all, who's the first one? To say Kriya Shema throughout the lens of Chazal, and we have the famous Rashi quoting a Medrash God in Parshas Vayigash Perek Mem Vav Posach of Tes. And what happens after 22-year reprieve, 22-year hiatus? Yosef Hatzadik away from his father Yaakov Avinu. Yaakov meets him, and what happens? He meets him, and instead of giving him a chibuk and an ishuk, about Yaakov, it says what? Hayakori Yeshma. Again, says Chama Gorarye, Stipler, so many different perushim. Why was Yaakov saying Kriya Shema, not Yosef? Hakoponim state the Medrash the Sasemis, the Yaakovin is the one who gave Klal Yisrael the gift of Shema Yisrael. After all, Psachim and Vavam and Aleph, when Yaakovin was on his deathbed, he wanted to see, my son's entirely righteous, so they call him tzaddikim. And they said, Tati, don't worry, Shema Yisrael. And I know what? Yisrael Saba, Yaakov Avinu. Shema Yisrael Avinu, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. And that's what Yaakov wanted to hear. Why did he want to hear that? The sons knew it because they knew their father gave them that gift. Yaakov is the one, based on Chazal. He introduces Shema Yisrael Shem Ken Hashem Echad into the world, and that's the proof that he wants to see his sons, Akulam Tzadikim, on his very deathbed. What's the pasuk, the member that he wants to hear them say? Shema Yisrael Hashem Echad. After all, what is the minig? Avoseno, before we die. What do we say before 120? The last thing you do before you pass away from this world is Shema Yisrael, just say Yaakovinu, Shema Yisrael, Shem Ekinu, Shem Echad. That's the last thing. Brocha Samachal Amameis, Rabbi Akiva, who the Arizal writes the Kutei Torah Parshas Vaychi and Shar Gegulim, Shar Aleph, who is the Gilgal of Yaakovinu, Yaakov, Akiva, the same letters, both married wives named Rochel. So many correlations. Who dies? Yatzim Nishmasu B'Yechad. Who dies with Shema Yisrael on his lips? That's Rabbi Akiva. So the one who gave us the gift is Yaakov. That's the Yisrael. And why? Why Dafka Yaakov? In the end of the day, we have the Gemara Kedushim Beis Amin Aleph Yimachim Chesem Beis Avram Vino Kiyim Eskol Torah Kiyim Eskol Torah Kula Kodesh Sheninna, and they kept even a Rabbi Tavshil and a Rabbi Chatzeris, a Rabbi Tuchum, and different Gersos, I in the Grove, and others. In the end of the day, they kept everything. Hein the Daraisis, Hein the Darabonans, Savada Avram Avinu who davened about it. He gave us Kriya Shema about it. But who's the first one in Chazal that we see introduces the concept of Shema Yisrael Hashem Yisrael? This terminology, this wording. That's Yaakovino. What's up, shot? Because Yaakov is the one to go into Golus. Yaakov is the one to go into the Choshech of Golus. Avada, Avram, and Yitzchak, they lived in Eretz Yisrael. Avada, they breathed Shema Yisrael every second. But who needs to hold on to the Yesod of Emunah? The gift that Yaakov says that's going to keep you going even the most difficult times is what? As my gift of even in the darkness, emunas chabaleilos. During the day, you have the Zedi Avram Avinu. Lahagid baboker chastecha. Titenems the Yaakov chesed Avram. Micha perkzayin pasachav. Say Avram is chesed. And Yaakov Avinu is even in the darkness, the choshech of Golus. Even then, what keeps you going? You hold on to what? Einon Mavando. You hold on to Hashem Elokeinu. Hashem is echad. Even when you see the Elokeinu, and you're living and you're experiencing and you're witnessing the Midas Adin, the Anhag of the Bariyot. Not as Hashem Yisrachim, but rather as Elokeinu, and you recognize Hashem Echad. It's all Neveah from the same place. It's all one the same. It's the same Eibishter and Shamayim who loves you more than you could ever imagine. It's all Hashem Echad. Who needs to spell out that gift? Baruch Abincha Ketana, the one who's going into the Choshech of Golus, the one who has to leave home, who has to leave Eretz Yisrael, the one who has to go to Mitzrayim, the one who has to leave and go into the darkness of a long, harsh, and bitter exile. That's the one to give us the gift of the Yesod, and we'll always hold on to it even in the darkness of night. And just as a shtickle smach, it comes out kishmak. Arizal writes in the Siddur that a year we're supposed to say Shema at least 4 times a day. You have Shema Yisrael Shem Ekinu in the Karbanos, before Shacharis, the beginning of davening. Then you have Shema Yisrael, Kriya Shema de Shacharis, and then you have Kriya Shema de Arvis, and then you have Kriya Shema Lamita, Brochas Tavdal and Orbeis. And the Olam, again, same time, you have to go ahead and say Kriya Shema, even if you say Kriya Shema of Arvis, you have to say Kriya Shema Lamita, Psuki Derachami V'chulei. So writes the Arizal in the Syria 4 times you say Kriya Shema. And my dear friends, what's the ideal Zman to daven? We know Brachas Tesem and Beis, and we know the ideal Zman to daven is Tfilas Vasikin. So think about it for a second. If you're davening the ideal Zman, then L'chaira comes out very geschmack. Who gave us the gift of Shema Yisrael? Hashem Elokeinu Shem Echad. That was Yaakov. Yaakov gives the gift. Who's the one who's malamin how to stay stark? And to be a Balamuna and cling ever steadfastly onto the Yesod Emunah, even in the midst of the long, harsh, bitter darkness of an exile. Yaakovinu, if you're davening at the ideal Zman, isn't it fascinating that you say Kriya Shema 4 times a day and they all coincide with the night? After all, you get up in the morning if you're davening Vasikin. It's still dark outside until Neitzachama, until Shmon Esrei. And that means when you start out the davening, your Shema Yisrael of the Karbanis was when it was still dark. And your Shema Yisrael of Shachris is still dark before Neitzachama. And then you have what? The Ma'ariv. Ma'ariv is already after Shkia, after Tzeisikol Chavim. And then you say Kriya Shema Darvis, also a night. And then Kriya Shema Lamita, also a night. Isn't it interesting? The very one who gave us the gift of Shema Yisrael is Yaakov Avinu. He's the one, Rashi, the Medrash Shagodim Vayigash Shemvav Chavtes, who says Shema Yisrael. He's the one Psochin and Vavam and Aleph on his deathbed. And no matter what, always hold on to Shema Yisrael. Even in the midst of darkness, even in the midst of Golus, here we say Kriya Shema 4 times a day. And how non-coincident coincidental it is that all 4 times coincide with the night when you're davening Tfilos Hasikin in the ideal time. The Shema of the Kabbanis and the Shema of Shachris was a night before Netzachama, and the Shema of Arvis and the Shema of Kriya Shalomit all a night. Why? Because that's the Zman of night. That's the Zman of Yaakov Avinu. That's when he has his Giloi. He goes Vayishkav b'Malkam Ha'o, and the beginning of Vayetze, he goes to sleep at night, and then he has dreams of Chorban v'Chulei, dreams in the Beis Hamikdash and in the ensuing Chorban. Yaakov Avinu at night, during the hours of the night. That's when we need it the most, and Yaakov gave us that koach, even in the darkness of a Zimri ben Solo and a Cosby. What's going to be? And Moshe Rabbeinu forgetting the halacha mamish. We're losing everything over here. We're losing 24,000 Shevet Shimon. We got a Bagefa. We're losing an Elsi. Moshe Rabbeinu is forgetting what's going to be. Klal Yisrael says, Mister, I'm never giving up, no matter how bad things seem to be, no matter how much we seem to be losing on all fronts. In the midst of my Bechia, I'm still going to hold on to Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Eibishter, no matter what, that is always going to keep me going, no matter what darkness surrounds me, no matter the choshech, the afela, the cheshchas, hagolus. I always hold ever steadfast, tenaciously onto my Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Even in the end of Parshas Balak, with all that's going wrong, I never ever I'll let go of you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shema Yisrael, whatever it's going to be, I'm with you. You're with me. Hashem Elokeinu, even Midas Adin. And it's always Hashem Echad. Rabbi say, have a gavaldige day, and a lichtige heilige Shabbos up.